What is up, guys? Happy Friday. It's T. Kyle here, back with another weekend chat. I think this is almost my 60th one. I think I'm definitely in the high 50s in terms of number of weekend chats. So if you've been here since the first one, leave a little number 1 in the comments below, because that's a lot. And that's, it's a lot. And I was thinking about it and I was like, wow, that's like, I've been doing this for a while, and I've been through ups and downs and, moments where I don't feel confident and comfortable sitting in front of the camera and talking and being on camera and, sharing things. But we're here, we're back. It's been another week. I've got some updates for you guys. Some things are happening, things are shaking up. I'm shaking because, Brittany's back on tour. But, I'm here and I'm back with my Dunkin' Donuts. Not sponsored, still. Even though my stomach kind of hurts and I shouldn't be drinking coffee. But like, it's just, I need it. So I'm, living, drinking my coffee. And I also have a veggie egg white flatbread, no cheese, on my very elaborately chic paper plate class, because I'm on a diet. And yeah. Oh, I guess I could talk about that first. Let's talk about that first, because that's been the one good thing well, there's a couple good news things from this week, but that's the one that honestly is making me feel the best. I am back down under 180 pounds. I feel like I've broken through a wall here, and I've cracked under 180. I'm like mid 177, like 178. Usually, like, I don't like to weigh myself like all the time, but I kind of do. But it's like the end of every week, if I have a consistent week, I will weigh in on the same day every week. And so yeah, I'm like in between like 177, 178, which is good. I feel like I finally cracked under that number, and now I'm gonna aim for 175 and then 170, and then, just 5-pound increments. But yeah, I finally did it. I had hit about 186 around my birthday, just because that was like a really, oh, my air conditioner's cracking. It was a really dark moment. I feel like I had a little, April, May were not, not good to me. But now we're pulling through. I have stocked up my kitchen with things that are easy to make, healthy, nutritious, low-cal, I think actually you can probably see it in this video. Can you? Yeah, would be a entire stack of Quest protein chips, not sponsored, are stacked up against my wall over there because I literally don't know where to put them. It's just boxes of Quest protein chips, but I will say they are very good. And this is not sponsored, but Quest as a brand is very good. They also have these cookies, and they have the regular Quest bars. So if you're looking for something that tastes good and is like protein, not a lot of carb, not a lot of sugar, check out the Quest stuff, because these are like super easy to take, and it's got like, I forget how many grams of protein, but and they taste really good. So I stocked up, as you can see, and I've just been, not ordering takeout, trying to just be better about everything. So that is the first good news. I feel like you can see it in my face too. Whenever I lose weight, it's like my face goes first, and then everything else slowly follows. But I did have a couple people say that they noticed. They were like, oh, like you look, like a little better. And I was like, oh, thanks. Because, I always lose weight in my face first, and then everything else just is last, but whatever. So there's that. I don't want to edit this video, so I'm going to just go through Trisha Paytas's impact, just, sitting and chatting. What else? Actually, I'm wearing a crystal wolf necklace today. I am obsessed with this one. I forget what stone this is. I need to ask, because I forget. This is a thicker chain than I'm used to. You guys know, like, you've probably seen my necklaces in my videos. I like a very thin chain. This one's a little bit bigger, and I'm really into it. And I love this stone. It's like almost like not like a slate, like a charcoal, like a shiny charcoal. Love it. Very into it. I think it comes out, I hope I didn't just spoil. Oops. I don't think I did. But I think this comes out next week. Also not sponsored. But, you know, I am supporting a sister. I wish basically I could start my own company that was similar to it. But for now, I'm just a cheerleader on the sidelines, rocking my Crystal Wolf jewelry because I love it. I need to make some more of my own, actually. I've got a bunch of new crystals that I want to wrap and make into new summery necklaces, but whatever. That's a different story. What else is going on today? Oh, we got nominated for an Emmy at Watch What Happens Live. After 9 years, we finally got nominated. And we got nominated in a very niche category. But you know what? That's fine. It's a nomination is a nomination. And it's Outstanding Creative Achievement in Interactive Media within an Unscripted Series. So basically what that means is so like an unscripted series, like a reality show, basically. And interactive media means like there's some kind of technology that's been, you know, introduced into a show or program or whatever that is creative and digital and interactive, which means that like the viewer or like someone else at home can like interact with it. And specifically it's Megaphone TV. So if you go to if you go to wwhl.tv on any device, you'll see that like this interactive thing pops up, and obviously we're not live right now, so there's nothing that's gonna pop up, but yeah, like you can vote and answer questions and see like tweets and stuff during a live show. It needs a little work, honestly, just between us girls. It needs a little, you know, little tweaking, I think. But now that this is like kind of pushed it to the forefront, the fact that we got nominated for an Emmy for it, I feel like it's a good opportunity to like do a little rework, you know, little tweak, a little update, you know. There's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, so we got nominated for an Emmy. Our show is now technically officially titled the Emmy nominated Watch What Happens Live, and between us girls and boys and everyone here who watches this, I'm gonna share this with you because I'm a little shook, and I'm not gonna tweet this, and I said this like privately like last night to someone, and I'm gonna share it with you guys here because, you know, we see each other. I'm a little shook because I was involved directly in like the early stages of this being brought to our show and like actually happening, and was like involved in like the work that like got it started. I'm not taking credit for like the whole thing. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying like it's, you know, I played a very small little role in it, in helping get it started and like getting the URL and like linking all the servers to like the megaphones so that people could like go to the website, and coming up with a branding for it. Like, how are we gonna make it super short and easy for people to use and be able to tweet it and like blah, 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 like all those little things that go into planning. So it's a very little tiny little role that I played. But I kind of like worked on something that got us an Emmy nomination. So I'm like mildly shook, just like a little shook, like just like one tit is like a little quaky, you know? I'm just like, ooh. So that's exciting. And yeah, there was like a bunch of us that were like involved in like the early stages, obviously before we like allowed it to be on air and like be seen. But yeah, so that's kind of cool. But I'm just gonna share that here. That's just between us. I'm leaving my shaking tits, like keeping it here private. But yeah, so that was kind of invigorating for me this week because I've been feeling like such a flop, and I just have been feeling like, you know, how do I say it? I don't know. I guess I could, how do I put this? Sometimes I think I care too much about things, or I stress myself out always thinking of like what's next or how can I make this better, like make it bigger, make it better, do like I overwhelm myself sometimes with my creativity, and that is a blessing and it is also a curse, because it's a blessing because, you know, when I get involved in something, I'm like, this needs to be the best it can possibly be. But then it's a curse because sometimes I get down on myself if I can't get something to where I want it, or if I can't get something done faster, you know what I'm saying? So that is like my weakness and my strength, you know, for interviews, and when they're like, what is your biggest weakness and what is your biggest strength? I'm like, well, I care too much, and I'm also perfectionist, and I care about details. It's a blessing and a curse. And oh, speaking of, I feel like I'm going on a tangent today, but I'm in a good mood, so who cares? Speaking of interviews, I was thinking about my channel and like what, you know, I have the Sim series that's I'm gonna plan coming up, and we have like a vacation, like a 3-week off period in August, so I'm looking at that and thinking like, okay, like what do I want to film? What do I want to bring back to here? And the one thing I miss doing is doing story times. And so speaking of interviews, I have a story time that I want to film for here about my worst interview experience. And I shared this with my coworkers recently because we were talking about like our most embarrassing moments and like things that have happened to us that are like so humiliating, or blah, 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 blah. And a couple years ago, I had a mortifying incident happen. And so I was thinking, I'm like, I'm just gonna go back to doing story times on here because I have a lot. And at this point, like a couple years ago, I felt like, vulnerable in like sharing certain stories because I didn't really feel like, I don't know, I was just worried about like, you know, like I wanted to be a troll on YouTube and like really just be ridiculous and obnoxious. Like that video I did where I was like hammered. Do you guys remember? Some of you, Miss Angela, you bring it up all the time because you saw that video. But I was like literally 50 sheets to the wind, and I did this like story time, and I was telling the truth. Like the whole story is 100% true. But I was being super dramatic and just being so over the top, and I was wasted. And so like I wanted to do, like now I feel better like sharing stories like that where I can, you know, because I'm just like, I don't really care anymore. And so that's one of the story times I'm gonna film. It's like my most embarrassing interview story. And like I was even thinking of the thumbnail and like what I would put in the thumbnail. And like, so yeah. So is that really all I had for this week? I feel like, yeah, diet, eating, back on routine, like loving this new jewelry, thinking about my channel moving forward. My freelance stuff that I'm doing is going good. Everything's going smoothly. It's almost, you know, we're midway through July, and there's a fall project that I have, and it's about to gear up, and I gotta get new equipment, and I'm very excited for that. So that is, what can I say without giving out too much? October. I'm working on a project here, and I'm saying it on here not to be like, oh my God, like this new thing that I can't wait for, like blah, 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 blah. I'm saying it out loud because it's keeping it, I have like a countdown like to, where is it? There's this app called Big Day on iPhone, not sponsored, and you can put like deadlines and like countdown to and like blah, blah, blah. And it's almost at the 100-day mark. And so that means basically 3 months to record and everything else that is involved. It's a big project, and I've had it on my mind for about a couple months, so that is gonna be coming up soon, and yeah, I'm just, you know, all is getting better. I went through a little dip and a little rough patch, and I'm coming out on the other side, and I'm, you know, tying up loose ends and just getting it back together and taking you along on the on the ride with me. But I will say that getting my eating under control has definitely helped, because it's always tied to stress with me. Like if I'm stressed, I'm like ravenous. If I am stressed, sometimes I will skip meals, and then like later on, I'll be ravenous. And so I'm trying to keep that under control. Keeping like good, healthy snacks on hand is really helpful. And yeah, that's, you know, I'm feeling better about myself. I got my hair cut. I feel like my face looks a little slimmer than it was the past couple weeks. And so, you know, feeling good. But that's pretty much all. How much time do I? Oh, I'm at 16 minutes. I also think I'm filming back to 30 frames per second, because I was doing 60 frames and it would literally take 2 hours for this video to upload. And I'm like, girl, I gotta go. I don't have 2 hours to sit here and make sure that this publishes. So yeah, that's also new. I've got a zit on my cheek. But I will say, oh my God, I feel like I'm plugging so many products in this video, and I didn't even mean to do it. But you know, nothing is sponsored. It just, you know, works. This here is now like flat and healing, and it will probably be gone in like 2 days. Overnight, this new stuff that I've been using, I mentioned it in my video, my last skin, face, whatever, routine video. It's this stuff by like La Roche-Posay, or like La Roche-Posay or Posay or whatever the hell. I'll like get the name of it and put it in the description box below. My friend Caroline gave it to me. Ooh, excuse me. It is literally in the 50 million years that I've been alive, it feels like, the best like topical overnight treatment I've ever used. It's 5.5% benzoyl peroxide. I literally put it on this thing overnight. It was like bloop, and is now healing so fast. I'm obsessed with it. It's so good. It soaks right in. So like you can even wear it like during the day and like put it on and then cover it up with sunscreen. Oh, godsend. I really want to try their sunscreen too now, because I feel like I really love the formula and it just like soaks in. So maybe I'll do that. I'll buy their sunscreen and report back here and let you guys know if I like it. But it's La Roche-Posay, like 5.5% benzoyl peroxide, whatever. I don't know. Hawking all these products for free. You're welcome. Free promo. Dunkin' Donuts, Quest bars, acne washes. Ugh. Can't even throw a bitch $1. Come on. Is that everything? I feel like that's everything. You know, I'm just chilling Friday. I think I'm gonna go out and buy a Nintendo Switch today. I've been thinking about it for a couple weeks, and I'm just like I'm very frugal with my money. I will spend money on food and convenience in terms of like transportation. So if I'm traveling somewhere, I will spend an extra amount of money to like be comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like those are the two things that I will like without a doubt spend money. I won't hesitate to spend money like on that. Everything else, I'm like, bitch, I'm wearing Old Navy. Like this is Old Navy, sale. My jeans, Old Navy sale, girl. Like I'm like $15 jeans. Thank you, sign me up. Like $5 shirt. Thank you, I'll take that. Like I'm frugal as fuck. But you know, I don't know. Should I get it? Should I get the Nintendo Switch? Comment below. Be like, yes, get it. Or like leave like a gaming controller if you like, which by the way, I know that I'm like hawking for like comments, but like I love that. I don't know, because I'm sitting here in my room by myself talking to a fucking camera. So like when people comment and like respond to things that I like say and mention here, I don't know, it's cool. Like if I'm like, oh, like do this and comment below, and then I see it, I'm like, oh my God, like there's people there, they're alive, like they're typing, oh my God, like it's cool. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Because we obviously like are not sitting in a room and kikiing. But yeah, so I'm thinking about getting the Nintendo Switch. I want to play Minecraft on it, and also Mario Kart. I don't know. Should I do it? I hate spending money on technology. But also Mercury's going into retrograde soon. So if I want it, I need to buy it either now or like I'm literally gonna have to wait until November, I think. Let me look when Mercury retrograde is going. Because I believe that stuff, by the way. Or actually, oh, did it already happen? July 26th, Mercury goes to retrograde, to August 19th. So if I want to get it, I need to get it before then, because I stand firm in my do not buy electronics and do not sign contracts while Mercury is in retrograde. That is I'm telling you right now, the experiences that I've had in the past where I've been like, oh, Mercury's in retrograde, but like that's just a myth or whatever. I've had really bad things. I had a contract that went like awful. I had a freelance project once where I signed a contract while Mercury was in retrograde. They refused to pay me. Like it was this whole drama. I bought myself a external hard drive, like a really expensive one once. Mercury in retrograde, completely fried, and I was like, "Are you like?" And that one was that was actually really bad. That was in college when I had all this like work that I was doing, and it really messed up my MacBook. And so, I will not. So I just don't do it. I'm like, I'll wait a month, and yeah. So I'm going on a tangent now. That's just like, you know, let's sit and talk about the stars. What else is new? Is there anything else that I'm forgetting? Because, you know, it's not going to be another week till I see you guys. I'm looking at my garden. My garden's cute. Maybe I'll show you guys this new thing I got. It's so cute. And I think I might actually get one for work and then bring it to work. But I got this new, let me show you. Oh my God. Okay, I hope I don't drop this. Okay, so how fucking cute is this? Look at how cute this is. So yeah, so this sits obviously, and it's these two little orbs, and they're water, obviously. And I have two little golden devil's ivy or something like that. And they're sitting in there. Okay, ooh. And it's just like you can like slide them or whatever. Let me put this back before I break it. But yeah, I got this. This is my newest plant. She's a devil's ivy, and it's like, as you can see, like it was just so crowded in here, and so I took like two of the little plants in there, and I just like put them out. So I think I might get one of those. I got that from Amazon, by the way, and there's like a duo one, and then there's one that has just like a singular one. So maybe I'll put that in the description below. I'm like literally like hawking all these products. What am I doing today? Like what the hell is this weekend, chat? Like I'm disgusting. But it's so cute, and I think I might get the single one for my desk at work and then take one of these little things and like put it in it. As you can see right there, there's like a new little BB forming. So that's my newest plant. I need to name her. What should I name her? Golden. She's a golden devil's ivy. I could just call her Ivy, or like, I don't know, Goldie. She could be Goldie, but then I have to name those two too. I don't know. Anyway. But yeah, you know, just the little things. So yeah, that's really all for this week. I will see you guys next Friday. I think, you know, my schedule seems, you know, it's a mess, but yeah, it's working. It's something. it is what it is. I'm putting a smile on my face and just, we'll see. But yeah, I think Fridays should be still good, which I love because I feel like I'm actually like alone and there's no distractions. And then I can enjoy tomorrow as my day off. So that's really all for this week. Thank you guys for hanging in and being there with me along the ride. And again, if you've been here since the first ever weekend chat, leave like a little one or like the one emoji or like whatever, because I'm really curious who's been here for like a really long time. And I also like, I don't know, I was thinking about starting like, I don't know, like I just want to, because it's hard on YouTube. You can't like group people. Like on Twitter, I have like lists of people. So I have like, you know, Britney fans, blah, 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 blah. Like, and so it'd be cool to have like something for like subscribers or, you know, people who've been here for a long time. Like, have you ever seen on Twitch, if you watch on Twitch, people who have been subscribed for a really long time, like their icons, it's like there's like a little symbol and then the symbol changes based on like how long you've been subscribed. So like as the months go by and the years go by, your little icon gets like different. So you can tell if someone's like new or if they've been there for a really long time. So I don't know, I was just kind of curious who's been around for a while, you know, because I maybe had some ideas for like, you know, my next card swap or, you know, things that I was like thinking about doing for my subscribers that have like, you know, been here dealing with me bitching and sipping on Dunkin' Donuts for over a year now, well over a year now. So yeah, leave a 1 if you are one of those people. Get it? To see what I did there? Okay, I need to like stop and shut the hell up. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Thank you guys so much for watching and supporting and commenting and sending me words of encouragement and advice and tips and, you know, just being a good, positive group of people. Because not everyone out on the internet is a good, positive person, but you guys, I've maintained a very good niche, small, positive, optimistic, supportive group here on YouTube, and that's why, you know, that's why I come back every week, because you guys are here and I just enjoy interacting with you guys. So yeah, and you know, obviously the holiday season, you know, is not that far away. October is only 3 months away, and then, you know, so yeah, I'm starting to think of those ideas as well, because I really did enjoy my card swap last year. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next week. Have a good weekend. Bye, guys.
It's Britney, bitch. Shake your tits. Dunkin' Donuts.